Carolina and Company Live is sponsored by the businesses, organizations, and groups featured in this program. The views and opinions expressed do not necessarily reflect that of WPDE ABC 15, WWMB CW21, or its employees.
You're watching Carolina and Company Live. Your source for fun, entertainment, and events. With your hosts, Cecil Chandler and Amanda Sellers. If it's happening in the area, it's on Carolina and Company Live.
And hello, everybody. Welcome to Carolina and Company Live. It's a Monday, and we've got a great show lined up for you. I mean, it's a big weekend. Let me tell you, down at the Marsh Walk.
That's what I heard. Now, I didn't make it down there this year. I'm a little disappointed,
Saturday.
but you said
it was
a ton
big.
of people?
I mean, talked to some people. They said it was bigger than the 4th of July.
That's crazy, because that Marsh Walk is full on the 4th of July.
I'm not kidding you. Those 8 restaurants did a great job putting all that out, and it was just a great time. It really
That's a lot
was.
of fun. Fantastic, yes. And great food, so definitely go check out the Marsh Walk again. All right, we do have a great show lined up for today, but first let's check out our weather.
Good Monday at noon to everybody. The rain is finally pushed off the coastline. We had a decent rainstorm, especially last night. We even had some flash flood watches in effect. Good news is no urban flooding from this event, from what I've been told. Here's a look at the rainfall totals. We did set some records in Florence yesterday, the rainiest day on record. It actually tied it with 0.89 inches, very close to 9/10 of an inch. North Myrtle Beach actually smashed their all-time daily rainfall record on the 28th of January. Their old record was 0.41. 41 hundredths of an inch. They are nearly 1.2 inches. That's nearly threefold of what the old record was. Everywhere picked up roughly an inch. Now, there is a flood warning in effect for an area river out towards Back Swamp and out towards Quimby. It's basically the Quimby River. You know, when that minor flooding happens, if it comes into your yard, you know who you are. So just be aware of that. But it's really not going to impact that many people. But I do have to let you guys know about that. Live look on our Garden City Dunes Realty camera. We are actually beginning to see a little bit more of the horizon, but still that very low cloud deck continues to mean fog will be a concern at least for the next hour to 2 hours before we begin to really see the dry air get down to the surface. As a result, we're down to 3 miles in Georgetown, 1 1/4 in Sumter, 2 1/2 out towards Bennettsville, and 1 3/4 out towards Shiraz. So just be aware. Give yourself a little extra time as you head out the door today. High resolution futurecast continues to show just a little bit of light showers or drizzle activity throughout the day before we begin to clear out heading into tonight with overnight lows into the 30s. Tomorrow will be in the 20s, but beyond that, tomorrow night I should say, will be in the 20s. Beyond that, we warm up, and then a new trough comes down on our Friday, cools us off, brings us some rain chances. Another one on our Monday, which will cool us off, bring us some more rain chances, and then even another one setting up in the Rockies by mid to late next week. So this Pacific trough train is really getting going. So we will begin to see those temperatures drop and those rain chances increase, especially over the next several days. 48 degrees tomorrow, breezy conditions. It will feel more like the low 40s, not the upper 40s along the Grand Strand. 50 degrees, but with those breezes, it will feel more like the mid 40s across the area, and our next storm system comes next weekend.
All right.
Oh, welcome back. Was I supposed to do it?
Well, I thought so, but that's okay.
Welcome back, everybody. Carolina and Company Live. All right, we got to talk about a few things before we get going, though. I want to talk about where I get all my clothes from, right over there in Conway. For almost 30 years now, haberdashery and Conway has been making guys look good. And right now there's a little sale going on till the end of the week. They've got Southern Proper Vineyard Vines and Southern Tide long sleeve shirts, sweaters, and jackets are 40% off. And of course those Clemson USC sweaters, regularly $64, $39. And the popular Fripp and Folly t-shirts, 50% off. You can get a deal right now. Southern Tide, Vineyard Vines, Southern Proper, Fripp and Folly, and Southern Point hats are 30 to 50% also. Don't forget, they'll they'll make a suit for you. That's right. They'll tailor-make a suit for you, and they'll make you look good. I'm talking about Haberdashery of Conway. Been making me look good. This is a nice vest I got.
It is.
Yeah, very nice.
Absolutely. Very nice. All right, let's also talk about where we get all our promotional items, or as we call it, our swag. And they come from Surfwater Promotions right over there in Surfside, right off of Holmestown Road, down Scipio, right there. You can go down, get all kinds of promotional items, cups, hats, T-shirts, pins, and anything you really need. If you need a logo done, you can also sit down with their designers. They'll come up with a logo, rebranding, anything you need. And you know what? You can also have your car wrapped. Cecil?
That's right.
My
You
face
can
will
put
be
your
on your
face
car.
on it. Put your face on it. But these guys, now, if you're not sure about what kind of promotional thing you need, they'll sit down with you and put it together and let you pick from whatever they do. And that's
right.
the great part about it.
They
Surfwater
do.
Promotions.
Go check them out. All right, today is Monday. It's January the 29th, and it's National Puzzle Day. Do you like puzzles?
Yeah, I like them, you know,
Okay.
when I was younger.
I don't.
And this is also Free Thinkers Day.
Oh.
So if you're a thinker, it's free.
That,
I don't know.
no, free thinker, like
Let's go.
open-minded.
Yeah, like open-minded. 1945, let's take a look at Tom Selleck. There he is, 73 years old. He started on TV's Magnum PI. You remember those little shorts he wore? Yeah. Now he's on Blue Bloods. He went to college on a basketball scholarship.
All right, 1954, there she is, Oprah Winfrey, 64 years old. TV hosts The Oprah Winfrey Show, the highest rated syndicated show from 1986 to 2011. She has a net worth of $2 billion.
That's billion.
Billion
Yeah.
dollars.
All right, 1970, Heather Graham. She's 48 years old. In the movie Boogie Nights, Anger Management, The Hangover, The Spy Who Shagged Me, and some others. And she's 48 years old today.
All right, today in history. You want to do it?
Yeah, let me do this
All
one.
right.
I love this one. 1966, the Bobby Fuller Four released I Fought the Law, and the Law Won.
All right, 1996, Garth Brooks, love Garth Brooks. He refused to accept his American Music Award for Favorite Overall Artist. Brooks said that Hootie and the Blowfish had done more for music that year than he did.
And
That's
they
a
should have
good
gotten
man.
it. That's very good, yeah. All right, let's take a look at the Know-It-All department, where we learn something every time you watch this show. Well, I can now relate to how cold it is in Antarctica. Listen to this.
No, okay.
How thick do you think the ice is in Antarctica? How thick? Anybody?
I have no clue.
Max? Nobody?
He said 100 feet. Zach?
Nobody? A mile.
A mile
It's a
thick.
mile thick in Antarctica. So now I know how cold it is, and I know where I'm not going.
Yeah, I can
I'm
tell
not
you
going
for
there.
sure.
I promise you. That's from the Know-It-All department today. We've got a great show lined up, some fun stuff. You're really going to enjoy the show today because we got some things you've not seen.
I completely agree. Stick around, check it out. Welcome back to Carolina and Company Live. All right, a Florence company is one of 50 companies in the country allowed to make products for Ducks Unlimited. We've got him here with us right now.
That's right. He's owner of Flood's Pawn and Gun in Florence. Engraving tumblers, coolers, everything for Ducks Unlimited. That's a pretty big deal because they have them all over the place.
That's right.
And we got to show them first. Tilt this one up.
Yeah, let's turn this one.
They brought us 2 coolers just like this.
That's right.
Mine with my name on it, and Amanda got one.
That's right.
Just like that. And you know what he told me? They cannot steal your cooler anymore.
That's right. It's got
That's
your
right.
name on it.
That's right. And did some other. Oh, look what else he brought us. He brought us a couple of.
Yep, some of the
Tumblers.
Yeti tumblers. Those are really nice.
Yep,
oh,
this
that's
is yours. I'm sorry.
Give me that.
Here we
back.
go.
Let's talk to Dave. Dave, tell
Let's
us
talk to Dave.
tell us about your business. Tell us about
Yeah.
this contract with Ducks Unlimited and just a little bit about what you guys do.
Well, a little piece of history. Ducks Unlimited was incorporated January the 29th, 1937. So today, in 1937, they started Ducks Unlimited trying to
How cool.
do conservation.
Wow.
Amazing. They've conserved 13 million acres of land across the United States and Canada for the preservation of waterfowl. In South Carolina, we hit a milestone in December that we've conserved 200,000 acres just in the state of South Carolina.
That's very good.
That's phenomenal. That means that our grandkids and their grandkids will always have somewhere to go and visit with wildlife, whether it be hunt or bird watch, whatever it may be.
That's awesome.
All right, now we got to show some stuff here. You got some pretty neat stuff up here that we're going to show here, and if we can get a shot of this down front,
there we go.
And we'll show you. See, there's ours right there. You get on the end. Then we move over this one. Every hunter needs a camouflage tumbler.
And this is how we got started.
Yeah. Put it back in where you can see it. I'm sorry. That's okay.
Ducks Unlimited was looking for somebody to do some customization on tumblers. And so we brought this tumbler in with the duck logo, the duck stamp on the bottom, and Ducks Unlimited stamped on the side specifically for their chapters. These are brought in by our company Water's Edge, and it kind of was a backdoor thing. They asked for it, we figured out how to do it, and we made it happen.
All right, the one next to it now, of course, a picture of your dog. You can put your dog on whatever you want on them, can't you?
I got a message on Facebook from a military officer in Greece whose Cecil dog was on one of the hunting magazines in the United States. He is an honorary member of Ducks Unlimited in Nebraska, and so I've made some pictures of his dogs and sent them to him and his wife in Greece.
Now that's amazing. All right, I love the next one here. Look at this one. This is not a Ducks Unlimited, but I asked him to bring something like that where we could show you too.
Man, I tell you what, Coastal Carolina has really made the national sports scene in college sports, and we had several people come and ask us, can you make me a cup that shows what they did? And this is what we came up with. So.
I want to talk about this. This is
you
pretty
can do
cool.
anything. Now this is cool. Let's look at this one. This is a picture. You can put any kind of picture on anything you want to, not just Ducks Unlimited.
We like to say that our ability is only limited by your imagination.
Oh, that is so cool, though. And this is something now. People want to get in touch with you. They can go to that website, right?
Correct. www.watersedgeus.com.
Right.
Well, this is pretty good. Now, you've been doing it for Ducks Unlimited now for how long?
About 4 years.
4 years? Okay.
I got involved in Ducks Unlimited in 1980. Buddy Brand in Florence invited me to go to an event, and I got on the committee about 5 years later. So 33 years I've been participating.
Thank you, my friend.
Very
we appreciate you being here, Dave. Check him out over in Florence. You want some of this stuff made up? This man can do it. All right.
Absolutely. And thank you again for our
Thank
stuff.
you so much.
Thank you very much.
Very nice.
All right.
Pleasure to be here.
Stick around. We've got more coming up.
You know, we love people that invent things. Well, we've got a lady on the show now that's invented something. It's called hand socks. Now, these are for babies, birth up.
Yeah.
So, you know, she's going to tell us about hand socks.
I think it's really cool. As a mom, this is something that I don't know where it's been all my life, trying to, you know, have kids, gloves on, that kind of thing. Casey, tell us a little bit about hand socks.
Yeah, how did you invent it first?
Okay, so that's a good question. So I was on a ski trip with my 9-month-old and my family, and I put my ski socks on my baby's arms because I forgot warm things for her, and I went skiing all day and came back and they were still on. I just thought, you know, I think babies need better mittens.
Agreed.
And so that's, you know, that's why we invented these. Yeah. So they're just a long sock attached to a mitten that flips over so you can expose the baby's hands. And so it's awesome because you can, yeah, of course.
There you are right there, showing them right there. We're showing some pictures how it works.
All right, so when their hand's in there, here they can have their hands
exactly. Here you
exposed.
go.
Oh. All right, now how did you, you know, how you make these yourself?
Oh my goodness, no.
I was wondering about that.
I actually had no product background, none of that. I was really just one of these moms with a problem.
Had an idea.
Exactly, and you know, moms have good ideas all the time, and I just thought I'm gonna really make this idea happen. So I had my grandmother sew the first pair.
I love it.
And we sat down, we measured a lot of babies. We had the School of Fashion that's local to Richmond, where I'm from, help me with a tech pack, and we ended up finding a factory to get them manufactured. So
yeah, we got them down front here and all, and you're showing what a teddy bear has some on.
Yeah,
keeping his paws warm. Yeah. Don't worry about it. So these are birth, you said, all the way to 3T, which is great because I have a toddler, and let me tell you, keeping gloves on his hands, we lose gloves constantly.
Yeah.
Constantly.
Oh, that's so kind of you to say.
And so I think this is fantastic.
Thank you. Yeah, for a toddler, they're great. Okay, so the newborn scratching, that's a thing. So I invented them ready to be better warmth mittens, but then the newborn scratching, there are almost 4 million babies in the U.S. born every year.
Yes.
So never a lack of supply for little baby models. But then you're right. So for the toddlers, these stretch over coats. Undercoats, like you can stretch and put them over anything. And then, you know, once they got into market, I sell online at Amazon and my own website, which is handsocks.com.
That's it right there. If you want to know more about it, you can go to that website and learn more about it and order them also.
Yes, you can. We name the hand socks after real babies, and so each print is named after a real child. You don't have to purchase. You can just submit your baby's name on our website, and then as we come out with new prints, we name them after real children.
Well, how about that? That's on the front of these. You can see they've got baby pictures on the front of them and the names. They'll put the name on there too, and I think that is so neat, Casey. That's very neat.
You know, 54% of all hand socks are purchased by men.
Really?
Yep. Isn't that amazing? And I think it's because they're highly functional and guys are fixers. You know, they have a problem, can't keep their baby's mitts together, their babies are scratching, or they, you know, and then the guys jump on. Isn't that funny? I had no idea it would be so popular with dads, but my dad, you know, my husband loves them. I have 2 small babies too. And parents find all kinds of uses. Hair twirling, thumb sucking, all kinds of things. Parents actually are like, oh my gosh, thank you for inventing this. I'm like, oh my gosh, I didn't invent it for that, but I'm so glad you're happy.
Yeah.
So.
Well, it's so great. You went on a skiing trip, and that's where it came out of. You forgot their gloves, and so you had to make do with something.
Yep, that's right. Cool. So now there are better mittens for babies, and I just really appreciate you getting excited about
I could have used this a couple weeks ago when we had all the snow and ice here. I mean, I was pulling all kinds of clothes out, trying to figure out what I put on. We live at the beach. We don't experience that, but this would have been perfect. Yes. All right, tell everybody again how they can order these, where they can find more information about
Absolutely. So there's information and testimonials on our website, handsocks.com, and then you can also find them on Amazon.
Yeah. Now, all right, what do these sell for?
Yeah, what's a pair?
So they're $15 a piece.
$15? Okay.
Or you could grab a gift pack that has a different sizes you can grow into for $50.
Oh, that's what that
about
is right there.
Yep, that's exactly
all right. A whole gift pack you can grow into.
You know, that's a great gift for a baby shower or something.
Casey, thank you.
Thank you for being with
so
us.
much.
I appreciate it.
All right.
All right. Check it out. You always learn something on this show.
That's right.
We'll be back. Stay with us.
Welcome back to Carolina and Company Live. All right, one of our favorite people here, Max from Pawleys Island Bakery. We're talking about croissants. Tomorrow is National Croissant Day, so we wanted to give you, it's tomorrow, right?
Yes, tomorrow.
Tomorrow, okay. We wanted to give you a little preview of what you can find at Pawleys Island Bakery. And he's going to take us from breakfast, lunch, and dessert. Right, Max? All right, I got it right.
All right,
Fantastic.
that's it. Now, how long has Pawleys Island Bakery been there?
We've been there 8 years
8
now.
years. Well,
Yeah.
let me tell you, every time I ride by there, I can't get in the door, Max.
We've been very lucky.
I'm telling you,
very,
have,
very
buddy.
lucky. Thank
All
you.
right, let's start over here now. All right,
Yep.
tell us a little bit about what this is.
That's a chocolate croissant. We serve this every morning. And then if you like a breakfast platter or something, a little special, these are mini chocolate croissants dusted with powdered sugar.
Oh, okay.
All right.
Let's go over here.
These are strawberry cheese croissants. And again,
boy.
we like to do things in 2 different sizes so that
Yeah.
everybody can have a little something as a breakfast platter or breakfast goodies.
All right. And then it looks like blueberry to me.
Those are blueberry cheese croissants done the same way as the strawberry. Again, 2 different sizes. We always have the large size every day out front.
All right. Now,
right.
let's come back here for a second
All right.
and look. All right. Let's come back right here.
All right, let's go back here.
Yeah,
All right.
let's
What
go
is
right
this?
there.
The ones with powdered sugar here, these are cinnamon croissants. We bake those in a little muffin tin. We do them in 2 sizes. We dust them with powdered sugar.
Those look really good.
They're fantastic, very popular.
All right, that's me right there. Nobody touch that.
Oh,
That's
hold
me.
on, hold on. We will split it
No.
on that one.
Tell 'em,
That's
Max.
lunch.
So
you guys
from-
don't just have sweets.
Some breakfast to lunch, we use the same large croissants that we have every day. We do a lot of sandwiches, breakfast sandwiches and lunch sandwiches. This is a turkey sandwich with Swiss cheese, lettuce, tomato.
Woo.
We put a little mayonnaise or mustard on it, but we serve that every day.
And if you just want a
Fantastic.
plain croissant,
We always have a nice large butter croissant every day out front.
All right,
Man.
now let's head over here. Let's go right here.
This is Amanda's favorite
It
here.
is my favorite, absolutely.
This is an almond croissant filled with a marzipan almond paste and then wrapped around croissant dough and then
Yum.
topped with toasted almonds and dusted with powdered sugar.
That is my favorite, and it's
all right,
fantastic.
now here's another one. Let's look
Now,
at this one.
another one of my favorites, and my kids, I've tried to recreate this, and they don't play with it.
All right, now what is this one?
This is our breakfast croissant, so the one that's been on the menu from day one. It's Taylor ham from New Jersey. We bring it in, and then we do that with 2 eggs, American cheese on a toasted croissant every morning, every day. We serve that
Let me
all
tell
day
you
long.
something.
Wow.
It is so good, too. And now you have a different version of that as well. Tell us what that is.
We do them with bacon, with patty sausage, but the one that's real popular now is an andouille sausage, potato, egg, and cheese wrap on a sun-dried tomato wrap.
Yeah, buddy.
All right,
It's
we got
awesome.
one more over there.
All right.
Now this is the cinnamon croissant, again, done with a caramel and pecan topping and with a white icing. Just a couple different sizes and a couple different flavor combinations.
You know, I never knew that croissants, there were this many different types
Me
of
neither.
croissants. Did you?
I did not know that.
But
I've
you can
learned
find them all
something.
right here.
Yep.
Yeah, I've
Absolutely.
learned
Bakery. And every day we do something different with the croissants and we have specials out and it's just different shapes, different fillings, different toppings.
Well, I do want to say
Fantastic.
something, Max, because every time there's a community involvement in your area, Max is always there helping them with whatever they need for fundraisers.
Absolutely.
And that's a plus for you. I want you to know that, buddy.
Yes.
We appreciate
That
that.
is.
Thank you very much.
Yeah.
Community is critical.
That's right. And
It
this
is, and
8
you've
years
done a
you've
great-
been there,
you've done a great
you'll
job.
be there forever, my friend.
That's right.
It's a great
Good.
location right there at the stoplight.
It's a perfect location and we're grateful for everything. And thank you, Cecil. Thank
All
you,
right, Max.
Amanda.
Absolutely.
Max, we appreciate it. All right, this is mine.
Yep.
This is
Wait
mine.
a
Okay,
minute,
Amanda,
this-
get your hands on
Wait a minute.
Better get this one here because
We gotta
Cecil's
get it
looking at
all.
it.
I'm looking at it.
All right, you guys, we've got more coming up. We've had a fun show today so far.
It is.
We'll see you back here in just a few minutes.
And welcome back. We had a great show today. We learned a lot. I love those little socks. Isn't that cool?
Yeah, very cool. They might even fit you. Let's try.
No, I don't think they do. I don't think so.
And also, I mean, look at the goodies from Max Polly's
Yeah.
Island Bakery. Fantastic food down there. Lots of great treats. And these.
Right.
Yeah,
Tomorrow
down
tomorrow, the
Yeah.
Miracle League will be talking about an event they've got coming up. And
that's right, the Polar Plunge. Talking about, it's called Freezing for a Reason. We're talking about it benefits of Special Olympics. Really great cause and a lot of fun. All kinds of stuff coming up tomorrow, too. And a packed show. We've got like 5 or 6 guests. You don't want to miss it.
That's right. Everybody have a great day, everybody. The rain is leaving.
That's right. We'll see y'all later. Have a good one.
Carolina and Company Live is sponsored by the businesses, organizations, and groups featured in this program. The views and opinions expressed do not necessarily reflect that of WPDE ABC 15, WWMB CW 21, or its employees.
Coming up in just a few minutes on Carolina and Company Live, we've got a packed show for today. And first, we're going to start off with the Grand Strand Humane Society and our Pet of the Week.
That's right. Amy's going to be here to talk about plants. All the plants here telling me do not touch them. Just talk to them.
Do not touch the plants. We're also talking about freezing for a reason. It's the Polar Plunge that benefits the Special Olympics.
That's right. And the Miracle League is coming up, something they've got coming up, a big fundraiser. We're going to be talking about that tomorrow, too.
That's right.
A great show.
Golf tournament as well. All kinds of stuff. We'll see you guys back here at noon. See you in a little bit.